XFM, live from the School of Media and Digital Arts at Fanshawe College in London, Ontario. This is XFM News.
Good evening, I'm Daniel Monroy. Today we'll have a mix of sun and clouds with some chance of showers in the evening. Right now it's 22 degrees. Air India flight to England crashed into a building shortly after taking off. Local officials says that just one person survived. Reporter Lama Hassan has more.
He is a British national from Leicester. He says it is a miracle that his brother survived, but that he is now worried about his other brother, who was also on the same flight. He is still unaccounted for. And according to him, the brother who survived called his dad. He called his father. He told him that the plane had crashed. He wasn't sure how he made it out alive.
Hospital identified the man, and a medic says the survivor found himself after being thrown out of the plane and walked out to a nearby ambulance. Aviation expert John M. Cox says the issue of what caused the plane crash will soon be evident.
The parameters on the flight data recorder are in the thousands. So once we get that recorder, they'll be able to know pretty quickly what happened.
Ottawa is looking to break the impasse between Canada Post and its union by asking workers to vote directly on the latest offer from Postal Service. University of Manitoba Labour professor Adam King says this.
There's nothing natural about it to the bargaining process, right? It was something that was inserted into the labor relations framework to give government and employers a kind of upper hand on unions, actually. So what the employer usually is banking on is that workers will essentially be frustrated and worn out enough that they'll vote yes. And that's why, in this case, I think Canada Post is quite happy with the minister's decision to force this vote.
Canada Post tabled its best and final offers late last month. In the trial, the 5 former World Junior Hockey players continues today. Right now, the Crown is going to judge is going back and forth on food in the hotel room. Food was a false narrative, Crown says. The civil suit was settled quickly before the players were even notified of it, and the settlement was only a portion of the original $3.5 million suit. Cummingham says it's also important to remember Dubé said he got a text from Jake Bean telling him there was food in the room and that's why he went there. Justice Korosha will make her decision on July 24th. London police have laid charges against the teenager for the alleged shooting in Victoria Hospital on December 14, 2024. The 16-year-old was charged with attempted murder, occupied motor vehicle with firearm, possessed restricted firearm, and failed to comply the sentence. The teen remains in custody. With the Father's Day weekend ahead, it's time to be thankful and grateful for all the fathers out there. XFM reporter Evan Fredrickson has a story.
With Father's Day weekend ahead, it's time to show appreciation for all the dads out there. XFM went out asking Londoners what their fathers mean to them.
My father worked really hard for me and my family. So because of him, I'm able to study here. I'm an international student as well. So I appreciate everything that he did for me.
He's always open for me to talk to any time of the day. If ever I have any issues, he's always there to kind of just help guide me whenever I'm struggling or just have any questions in regards to anything.
He allowed me to go to international, study international, and he paid that much.
Man, I love my father. He's my hero. I love the sacrifices that he made for me.
Make sure you do something nice and show appreciation to your father this weekend. Evan Fredrickson, XFM News.
In sports, in the NHL, the Edmonton Oilers will play the Florida Panthers today at 8 p.m. for the Game 4 of the Stanley Cup. The series is 2-1 led by Florida. In the NBA, the Oklahoma City Thunder lost yesterday against the Indiana Pacers for the Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Right now, the series is 2-1 for Indiana. The next game will be tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. In the MLB, the Toronto Blue Jays just won 5-2 yesterday against the St. Louis Cardinals in their third consecutive game. The Jays' next game is tomorrow versus the Philadelphia Phillies. The Detroit Tigers will also play today versus the Baltimore Orioles at 6:35 p.m. after they were demolished yesterday by a score of 10-1. The Tigers' next game is tomorrow against the Cincinnati Reds at 7:10 p.m. XFM traffic. Dundas Street is closed from Talbot Street to Wellington Street for maintenance, while Wellington Street is blocked off between Dufferin Avenue and Central Avenue, while organizers set up the Children's Festival in Victoria Park. If you have a traffic or news tip, call 519-455-NEWS. That's 455-6397. Your Environment Canada forecast. Today we'll have a mix of sun and clouds with some chance of shower this evening. Tomorrow we'll have a very cloudy with some chance of showers. And on Saturday we'll have some showers with a high of 21. Right now it's 22 degrees. Find more news online anytime at 1069dx.com.
We're your